Hello, it's Mel, aka Baby Girl, and I am finally back. I know, I'm terrible, and I should have been making videos regardless, but I was like trying to make larger videos, which was consuming all of my time. And so then I wasn't posting like anything, like no reactions or anything, and instead working on larger videos that were just not coming together the way I wanted them to. So I'm just gonna do what I want to do and just leave it at that. And I've learned OBS Studios finally, so that's a good thing. I got a new shirt that says uh, "See the good in all things." I love it. It's such a good message. Anyways, um, I'm just glad to be back. So, welcome me. Hello. You know, let's cheer. Let's be happy. Woo. That's all the excitement I have. Anyhow, I told you guys about the game that I had purchased where I was gonna do like true crime investigations with you guys, and I didn't forget to start doing that. In fact, here it is, day one. There's gonna be 3 videos, and by the 3rd video, we should all be able to figure out what or who the killer is, right? So we are going to now react to the video. When you scan the code here and scan the code and watch the video, or you can watch the video here right now with me. So let's do it. Let's see. We got
star, social media superstar, fashion icon, famed philanthropist was murdered in her dressing room at the Replay Awards. For those of you who didn't see, I have a screen recording of what went down. I gotta warn you, it's pretty disturbing, so viewer discretion is advised.
Hello. Okay, let's give everyone a couple seconds to get on. I'm doing great, how are you? When's my next video? OMG, I'm actually working on something so exciting, but I can't tell you guys what it is yet, it's a secret. Oh my god, you guys are all asking. Yes, I'm at the Replay Awards. I got nominated for Creator of the Year, and I'm gonna be presenting Breakout Creator of the Year. I know, it's crazy, but it's all thanks to you guys. I know, I'm so honored. Actually, I won this award last year, so I know how much it can mean to some. Oh, who is it? Oh, hey! Is that a gift for me? Oh, it's a note and champagne? Oh my god, is that Mia?
Ma'am, stay back, please.
Oh my god, what happened?
No pulse. Oh my god, alert security, there might be an attacker in that building.
She's dead?
The police have arrested suspect Anna Palmer. My sources can confirm that she snuck backstage and was caught hiding in a bathroom wearing a stolen bunny costume. Like, ugh, honey. No, she was clearly obsessed with Mia. She was the fan club president for 3 years. This is some true crime level stuff. She took that obsession to the next level. Anyways, don't let the actions of one crazy person distract you from all of the love given toward Mia and her squad, especially her manager, Natalie. They've been together since the beginning, though a little birdie told me that Mia's been itching for an upgrade. And I mean, there was David, the videographer, always by her side. You know, We haven't heard anything from the boyfriend, Luke, and TBH, staying quiet about this is a huge red flag. And did you hear the reaction of Mia's BFF turned rival, Trixie Rose? I mean, the girl has no shame! She was caught on record after the murder saying she had it coming. The case is still open, and they're bringing in outside investigators. Apparently the police don't think Anna is the killer, and I kinda agree. Look, she was obsessive, yes. Is she a killer though? I don't know. Either way, shit is about to get cray. Look, shout out to the millions of Mia fans out there. Her philanthropic work won't be forgotten, and neither will our social media sweetheart, Mia Starr. Who do you think killed her? Send me in the comments below. That's all I have for now. Stay nosy. This is Gossip Queen, signing off.
Okay, so I just also want to give a disclaimer that in case you are sensitive to these kind of subjects or information, please log off the video. You just don't want anybody being triggered by this in any way. Piece of evidence, though, that I believe points to Anna, because that was the first question, like, which of the pieces of evidence do you believe points to Anna's innocence? Now, my thing is, I said that I believed, first I thought it was the map, kind of, in a way, because of, like, how they say that she came into the room, or whoever came into the room at whatever moment that they did, and the production manager had said that she was seen going from the green room to the conference room. So I didn't know if maybe that had something to do with it, but also, so that was my first guess, but it was wrong. But I did get one of them right, though. I said that the um, photo from the live stream actually showed them wearing pink gloves, but I didn't see a ring on their finger, but apparently they had a ring on in that photo, and then the evidence photo didn't have a ring, and then it had the pink gloves, but also the pink gloves would have kind of been ripped up, don't you think, from, like, if you stab someone a few times, your hand slips and hits the blade usually. But it showed him actually, or him or her, stabbing her like 3 times, and honestly, like, hitting her over the head like that, and the swipes that they were making would not be accurate enough to, I think, end someone's life. But this is just the first day, so we're gonna take everything and look at it all and just go by the evidence, because that's what you're supposed to do, right? And so I got those two things right, which would honestly claim her innocence, because if her clothing if the evidence photo of her clothing doesn't show a ring, but then you clearly see one in the live stream, that's a huge deal. And then Anna's a person of interest, right? But she made no statement when brought in for interrogation, probably pled the fifth. Um, and then you have the person of interest number two, which is um, David Ellis, which works for Mia Starr. This is her videographer, and his transcribed statement audio says, "Today was going to be huge for Mia, her and her career, and I was just there to capture it. I'm always with her. I mean, I probably spend most time with her out of everyone. It's just part of our job. Maybe if I'd been around, but this time I wasn't. Before, Natalie and I were in Mia's room going over some of the shots we needed. Then I remember the conversation shifted a bit. Nat brought up the delay of Mia's new project, and things got a bit tense. Then Mia's boyfriend walked in and asked Mia if they could talk. So Natalie and I left. I stayed close, shooting some B-roll around Mia's room. Then she sent the group a text telling us to give her an extra 10. She likes to do that sometimes. I took advantage of the extra time to get some footage of the other side of the venue. When I got back, I saw Natalie rushing into Mia's room, and then I saw Mia laying there. The rest just happened so fast. I remember the alarm going off and security asking us to evacuate the venue. I remember getting outside and seeing Anna being escorted out. I'm still processing what happened, to be honest. I don't know how someone could even think of doing something like this. So, I mean, I don't know how I feel about everybody yet because, like I said, this is just day one. But we are going to go over all of the evidence and have a short. I'll have a short conclusion at the end, and then in the comments we can discuss things further. Right? I felt this was a great way to interact with you guys and all that. So let me know if you like these, okay? And we'll keep doing them because there's several more to do. Okay, now we have person of interest number 3, which is Luke Adams, which is her boyfriend, right? So his transcribed audio statement says, I can't believe this is happening. We just had our 4-year anniversary. I mean, Mia and I were supposed to spend the rest of our lives together. 4 years isn't enough time. I just wish I could go back to the last moment I saw her. I could have stayed to protect her, but I didn't. I showed up to her room before the show to check in. I left after a few minutes to give her some space before the big moment. Everything backstage was so chaotic, so I went to look for some peace and quiet. Honestly, these events can be a lot for me sometimes. Then I heard a fire alarm go off. I tried to go look for Mia, but a security rushed me out. I looked for her everywhere outside, but it was like she had disappeared. That's when David told me what happened, and I couldn't believe what he was saying. They wouldn't let me back in the back to go and see her, but I tried. I didn't care about anything else. I just wanted to see her. But then I saw that crazy fan, and I knew it was real. Police were escorting her out. I've always said that she was a psycho. I always warned Mia to be more careful, but I didn't think this could happen. But there I was, looking at the person who murdered the love of my life. I hope she rots in jail forever. I mean, clearly he's just upset, but then again, is that all an act? You know, you have to be open minded about everybody. So now we have person of interest number 4, who is Trixie Rose. Now, isn't that weird how that's like an odd play on Gypsy Rose's name? I don't know if that was on purpose, but so we have Trixie Rose, who is self-employed. She's an entertainer. Um, she has a transcribed audio statement here that says, "So I was on this high after my performance. I don't know if you've ever performed, but sharing your music like that is unreal. So I was feeling good. Next thing you know, the alarm goes off. I figured it was a fire or something. When I go outside, one of the paps screamed, 'Why would you do that to Mia?' Like, do what? Be more talented than her?" I thought they were talking about the diss track, which is the only reason why I said what I said. I mean, everybody knows we're not besties anymore and haven't been for a while. I didn't see what the big deal was, but then my manager grabbed me and told me what was going on. Miss Mia was dead. What the hell? Then I saw that girl, one of Mia's minions, and all of it clicked. Whatever beef Mia and I had, I mean, she didn't deserve this, and that's the truth. Okay, so she's kind of saying that people would think that the beef that she had with Mia would make people think that she was the killer, but you can kind of seem guilty if the first thing that you're doing is defending yourself. You know what I'm saying? And so now we have person of interest number 5. I think we're at five or six. Anyways, I lost count. So this is Natalie Marino, who works for Mia Star as well. She's her manager. Now, this is her pre-transcribed audio statement, right? I'm not even sure what to say right now. One of the most important people in my life is gone. I wish our last moments together could have been different. I mean, I've been with her so long, since the beginning. I just can't believe she's gone. Before the show started, I was in the room with her and our videographer, David. See, now that makes two people in the room at that time, but we didn't see someone that was already in there. We saw someone come into the room, so that anyways, we were talking about this project we've been working on. Right when I was going to show Mia something from it, Mia's boyfriend Luke walked in and asked to speak with her privately. So David and I left. I went to the green room for a couple minutes, and then Mia texted us that she needed another 10. That's when I started getting bombarded with calls and messages asking for a comment on Trixie's performance. Apparently, she did a diss track about Mia. How could someone be so evil? I was a bit overwhelmed, so I went into a conference room, put my phone down, and took a few moments to think about how to respond. After a couple minutes, I checked my phone again and noticed a text saying, "Is Mia hurt?" I immediately ran back to our room to check on her, only to find all the medics and security in there. What when they wouldn't tell me when they wouldn't let me get closer to her, I heard the words I will never forget, that she was gone. Why would someone do something like this to Mia? She had such a bright future ahead. I worked so hard to build her up from nothing. We worked so hard. She didn't deserve this. So, I mean, I don't know if you can really, like, it's so hard to make assumptions and or to judge people like this enough to be like, hey, you're a killer. You know what I mean? And so you have to follow the evidence, because it would be not only humiliating to that person, but humiliating to you in your career, right? Because then you look like a weirdo that's just accusing everybody of crimes they didn't commit. But okay. Also, we have the article here. Teen culture, I guess it would be, but it's supposed to look like, okay. They play on the spelling. Internet sweetheart Mia Starr opens up about insecurities and finding her zen. The article is by Sarah Kimura. 23-year-old mega influencer star gets real in a special interview with teen culture editor in chief Sarah Kimura. And I'm going to post the article front page and back for you to read if you would like to. I don't know. Well, actually, maybe we should, because it's like an interview with her. So, Mia Starr has emerged as one of the fastest growing and most admired content creators by turning grand acts of charity into videos watched by millions of fans around the world. Her most viral content includes moments like "I ordered pizza and tipped $10,000 and $100,000 to the homeless, both of which have been viewed over 10 million times. Now, if you think about it. But the attention comes with a cost. There is sometimes overwhelming pressure to be perfect, to put on a smile, according to Mia, as a partner with our Rising Creators initiative, which aims to bring awareness about mental health. Mia sat down to talk with us about her own struggles in the spotlight, finding her zen, and the advice she'd give her younger self. So, teen culture. Mia, what inspired you to start opening up about your own struggles with mental health? Mia, so before I started making videos, I didn't really get what all the fuss was about being a creator. I was like, make videos for a living? That's the dream, and it is. Don't get me wrong, I feel very lucky. But now that I'm here, I understand why so many creators burn out. It can be incredibly exhausting. The pressure to put out a better video than the last one every week, always showing your quote unquote perfect self. It's tough. I hope conversations like this show that regardless if you're known by million people or 10 people. It doesn't change the fact we're all dealing with pressures to perform, fit in, or look a certain way. And that is so true, exactly about real life. I mean, this may be a fictional case, but I feel like many of the insights and possibly the message behind these um, crime stories might help those that may need a, might relate to the story in a certain way. You know what I mean? So, I mean, or not. I don't know. Just hoping for the best. Thank you. I know, I'm funny sometimes. Um, I'm curious though. Are there many particular insecurities of yours you think other people can relate to? Oh my God, tons. Only taking selfies and videos in IG because the picture stays mirrored. It's weird. Seeing myself in reverse, putting on an outfit, then thinking I look dumb, applying 5 layers of deodorant so I don't sweat through my clothes. The list is long. Wait, sorry, I'm old. What do you mean by the first one? Yeah. If you use the front cam on IG or Snap and then save it, it stays mirrored. But on your normal phone camera, it doesn't. It's weird. But it's not, but I'm not complaining. Wow, I never noticed that. I'll have to try. See, that's something that we could try, a hack that we could learn from this fictional story. If you could give your younger self any advice, what would it be? It's okay to feel self conscious. In fact, it's normal. But know you have only one person to satisfy, and that's yourself. So true again. I hate that. Mental health is a very personal experience, meaning a strategy that might help one person may not do the trick for someone else. What has worked for you? I talk about this a fair amount on my social channel, but I do a thing called 10 Zen. It's this 10-minute routine by my therapist taught me to help deal with my anxiety. Pretty much just sequences of guided breaths. I do it before any public speaking and it works really well. I definitely recommend trying one of the teletherapy apps and finding a pro to create something that works for you. So there's that interview, just to give a little insight on who Mia is, I think was the, you know, um, point behind having that in the evidence pile. But then also, Brooke Miller, who I said was the production coordinator or production manager for Mia Star, has a statement here. Um, I'm a production coordinator on the OPS team at West Bay Theater. Basically, just making sure that guests are and performers are comfortable in the green room. I don't think I ever actually saw Mia today, but my coworker was one of the ones who found her in her room 101. I do remember seeing Mia's manager. She came into the green room right before the show started, around 7 p.m. Then I don't know, 5 or so minutes later, she hurried into the conference room. Sorry, that's all I got. I wish I could be more helpful. Good luck with the rest of the investigation. So there we have it. That's her statement, kind of reiterating the already known facts about um, those that she had mentioned, like her manager and things like that. And then we also have a picture of Mia Star's social media page, which, you know, um, just kind of gives you an insight, I guess, to like her following, which is 17.8 million subs. I want that many. Someday. Someday. We also have the medical examiner's autopsy report, and it looks like she uh, marks and wounds say left temporal skull fracture, deep lacerations to left temporal area, and incised wound to the neck. So I guess she would bleed out from those areas. But I feel like they got there in enough time, to have stopped them. stop the bleeding, but it's just I have to keep remembering it's just a fictional story that we are trying to figure out. Okay, focus. Okay, now we have the interrogation transcript for Anna. Please state your full name for the record. Anna Palmer. Let's get started. I promise you it wasn't me. This is a massive misunderstanding. Anna, we'll get there, says the detective. Let's back up and start with a few basic questions. How do you know Mia? What's your connection to her? Sorry, right. Well, she's the best. I found her channel like right after she started posting videos. And I've been a huge fan ever since. I've been by her side before she even had 1,000 subscribers. Every meetup, every video. Oh, I have a fan like this. Well, maybe not. No. Always the first to like, comment, and share her posts. I've been president of her fan club for 3 years, and she handpicked me. Interesting. Sounds like you were very close. We were. Then explain why she filed an emergency restraining order against you on Friday. That's just a big mistake. It makes absolutely no sense. Like, I've been to her house before a couple of times, actually. Okay, and she never confronted you about visiting her? She has, but it wasn't serious or anything. She just told me not to go there without an invite, which, okay, I get, but it's never been like a big deal, even at all. Anna, the order specifically states you did just that, enter her home uninvited. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. I was invited. Ask Natalie, and she'll tell you. I went over to talk to about Mia's online world and how we're going to break the news to the Starmie, which is why it was so weird when Mia flipped and Natalie said nothing. But next thing you know, I'm getting pushed out by the bodyguard, and now this. Okay, okay, let's assume you're telling the truth. As you said before, you knew not to show up uninvited. But today, you not only did that, but you created fake credentials. I only did that because it was the only way I was going to be able to talk to Mia. So maybe she had a reason. Talk to Mia about what? Well, here we go. Let's find out. Um, about how Natalie is a liar. Literally one day after the house incident, Natalie texted me saying Mia could no longer have me as a member of the club. Like, are you kidding me? For what? Natalie invited me there, and now, after years of everything, I'm gone, just like that? I built that club up from scratch. This can't be happening. She slams her fist down on the table. I can't do that because I'll be enraged. Yes, you have no idea. I haven't been able to eat or sleep or anything. I mean, Mia was my life, and then Natalie just stopped answering any of my texts or calls after everything I've done for them. So that's why you'd go through all the trouble to make a fake pass, put on a costume, and enter Mia's room, which is when I never saw Mia. Yes, I made the fake pass. Yes, I was in the costume. I just wanted to talk to Mia about what was going on. But then, when I was on my way to find Mia, I saw Natalie, and I'm pretty sure she saw me. I didn't want her to get in the way, especially after how she treated me. So I panicked. I saw the rack of costumes, I grabbed one, and ran into the bathroom. Anna, do you see how this looks? You illegally sneak backstage against your restraining order. You're found hiding in a stall right after the incident wearing the same costume as the murderer. You were enraged that Mia didn't care about you. She did care, and I never got to see her. What don't you get? I thought Natalie must have told security I was there, and that's the only reason I was still in the bathroom after the alarm went off. I was terrified, and I tried to wait it out. Anna, we have you on camera. Are you not hearing the words that are coming out of my mouth? This is stupid. I swear on anything I love, including Mia. I could never, I would never, I never did anything like that to her. And I want a lawyer. So then she lawyers up, right? And I kind of believe her because, you know, I feel like a stalker at that point of being caught would break down and show intense guilt. But we don't really see that with her. And then we have this piece of evidence, which is the the it says to be opened by authorized personnel only, and it's just a picture of the live stream and the start and end time of the live stream, which it started at 7:05 p.m. and it ended at 7:17. This is a picture of the map, which shows where all the rooms were located. Um, in fact, room like 101, where she was, the conference room, green room, all that. I have these also circled on here so you can see what I'm talking about. I wanted to color code them, but I felt like, if it's that serious, maybe the next day, which I'll be posting that video probably tomorrow or the next day. I want to keep these pretty much close together so that we can really work together and figure out who the killer is together. Um, this here is the another to be opened by authorized personnel only, which is pictures of Anna's clothing after she took them off, which, like I said, don't show a big red ring like the live stream photo does, which would be a huge thing that the police would want. Like I said, being that it would have DNA tissues inside of it and possibly that of the killer. We also have, we already went over that. We have the operations manual here. Here it says, "Hi all." Oh wow, it sounded weird. Hi all. As we get ready for rehearsals and final show prep next week, please read the schedule carefully with your teams and keep on hand. Thank you, Team Replay. Friday 5:20 and Saturday 5:21 dress rehearsal schedule. See below for your rehearsal time on Friday or Saturday. Please show up 30 minutes before your slot accordingly. If you have any last minute schedule conflicts, please let us know ASAP. And then there's the schedule there, and then there's the room layout there to show like what rooms they're talking about pretty much. And then if you look at the back, it shows Sunday call time, um, the facilities, it shows all of the exits for safety procedures. So, if we could reference that if needed, we'll keep it on hand. Um, it's not really something I'm going to read on here though. And then I also am going to show up here the pictures of the security footage for that day before and after the incident happened. First picture shows Natalie walking out of looks like Anna's room, maybe, or not Anna's room, Mia's room, and then it shows Anna grabbing the costume like she said and running, and like she said, just like the camera shows, she saw Natalie. She didn't want Natalie to see her, so she grabbed the outfit and ran, and it looks like that's exactly what she did. She was telling the truth about that. And then it shows Natalie didn't see her. She's walking down the hallway. And then it shows Luke entering Mia's room. It shows David and Natalie exiting Mia's room, just like they said. And Luke entered her room at 6:54 p.m., which is subsequently um, way before her live stream started. Because remember, her live stream started at 7:05. And we see the person come in the middle of the live stream, so I don't really think it was her boyfriend, because we not only see him entering the room after Natalie and David left, but we see him exiting the room as well. But we do see Natalie kind of listening at the door, for whatever reason, and then you see Luke leaving, and then you see the costume and the person coming in with holding the murder weapon. It looks like. Um, and it says Anna question mark, but I don't believe that's her. Why is Natalie listening by the door? Did she say she did that? Because I feel like it could have been very easy for her from 6:55 to 7:10 to go and then put on that costume and be the one that murdered Mia. Because she's kind of listening. I mean, why would she do that? And so then we went over David's statement, went over Luke's statement, we went over Trixie's, we went over Natalie's. And so that's that. And we also have Is it Written in the Stars, which I believe is the card that was in the dressing room, in Mia's dressing room. So I believe that that is just in the evidence because of the blood stains on it, probably. This is a picture of Luke and Mia at some probably some awards type thing or whatever, but they're standing about, in front of the replay. Sorry, my candle fell. My finger. Anyway, then we have the replay awards show, like performance a card you would get at the beginning of a show, so you know what's happening, and what time everything is starting. We also have a picture of Mia, the first evidence photo of her laying on the floor with looks like a wound to above her eye or something like that, and then also into the temporal lobe for the other side of her head, so why she's bleeding out on the ground. I don't know if I should show this photo on YouTube, honestly, because it's a little bit graphic. I might blur it out or something, but there's also a picture of the object that was used to knock her down. I also have a replica of the ticket for the show, and then I also have like a lanyard. I don't know what happened to it though. And it came with like the VIP backstage passes. So, with all that being said, this is the first day of the case, and in the comments, I would like for you to go over the evidence in the video and just discuss it. Let's have some good conversation about it, and let's try to figure. Anyways, thank you for watching my video and coming to my channel again. I appreciate it. I am so sorry I have not been posting, but now that I've figured out OBS Studios, I really like filming on this and using my equipment instead of like trying to all this hassle to figure out how to do it on my phone because I'm a stupid millennial and there's a lot of things I have to learn. So if any of you kiddos out there, you Gen Zers want to help me, feel free to offer. Anyways, I love you guys. I hope you have a great night. Stay positive. And don't be a fucking asshole. That's all I ask. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Go in the comments also. Let's discuss this. Let's try to figure out what happened to be a star. I love you. Bye.